Okay, here we go again. And basically, what I'm going to do is to do a hawks on the river, or hawks on the lake, or whatever you want to call it. Just basically preparing the back of the board. Dry weather paint, acrylic paint dries fast. And we need a bit of water. We're just going to bring this white down to there and clean the brush at the bottom. That'll do. I'm going to get some blue into the corners, and we're not going to go too much with that. Clean the brush, of course, and over in this corner, and just want a light sky, nothing too dramatic, nothing too blue. And we're going to take a bit of Hazarden red in here and put it in here, and we're going to change the colour of that sky just to that, get a bit of, I want a bit of light in this, and then I'm going to get some of this, one of my favourite colours, and we're just going to put that in there like that, and then basically just with some white over the top, we should get a nice glow coming out of there. And we do need some more of that in there, some more white. And you can see the sky. Wow, look at what's this in the middle there. Wow, it's part of the canvas. Never mind. It'll all add to the beauty of it all, and eventually, and we'll just bring it down and bring a bit more of that down there. There we go, very nice. The white in the middle. Keep that white. Gotta keep that glow. And here we go. And put some real glow in there. There we are. Just, and as long as you stay away from the blue, you're fine. There we go. And let's get this over here so we have the light coming from that direction. Touch more of the yellow in there. It's just a warm yellow which I'm mixing in, but, and again, want to keep that and stay away from there. There we go. And now with a clean brush, and I'll just put something happening in there. It doesn't have to be anything really, but whatever it is, it's happening. And put a bit more blue in there, just to mix it up. Actually, things are drying very quick today because of the heat. And anyway, there we go. Clean brush. Just gently go over it and melt it all in, and that'll do. There we go. Have it all going the right way, or the same way. One of those streamy, streaky clouds. There we are. That'll do. That's good as anything, as we get it. And now we're going to go down here and come into these hills. Just about here. I'm always doing blue, because blue is really what you see when you see these mountains way in the distance. And you'll see that little touch of yellow in there will actually turn it green. And we'll just get some of this blade gun, get that out the way, and let's push these mountains back here. Get that edge on there, but let's push these mountains, scrub it into there. It's just a touch of, there we go, and then we need a little bit more, put it in there, that's it, and then we can bring this one a bit closer, there we go, and we don't need much on that, there we go. This, of course, will bring this one pretty much closer. Get some of that red in there and bring it down into here. Just a bit of and red mixed in with the blue. Gives us that violety and brings the hills just that bit closer. There we go, that's fine. Is it fine or not? Let's have a look. There we go. A little bit here. Let's stand back and have a look at it. Yeah, that's fine, that's okay. On this side we're going to bring closer again and use some of this. Love this colour. See the way it immediately just pushes everything way in the background, and it's so nice. It's such a beautiful colour, and just a bit of that in there, and there we are. Wow. All right. Yeah. We ain't got much room left for our lake, but of course you got to remember it's at our feet, so we'll do it from here, and we need some more water. It is drying, even though I've got my special palette here. There we go. There we go, put it into there. Plenty of white. Now we've got the board. You're worried about covering the board. Well, the board's covered, isn't it? There we go. Really, really nice. There we are. And we should get some visitors in a minute, but now we need some a little bit of yellow ochre, I think. It's yeah, yellow ochre, Australian yellow, whatever they call it. They have different names for it, but all sounds good. And we'll put it along here. Well, we're close. Beautiful colour to work with. And here's our lake. We just need some red in there to actually pick it up and make it a bit reddish here, which is really if you wonder why I'm doing that, it's wow. And a bit more red, and I'll put it below because then I need this magic thing, and like to get the grass in there, and yeah, maybe a bit more red in here. Let's have a look. Bit of blue, and we'll make that. That should look okay. Got that over there, like that. It's good. Now, we need the grass to be nice and long here. And there we go. That's it. Yeah. And we'll sort all of that out later. As we go along, but while we've got a bit of paint on there, let's put some in there. That'll be good. Yeah. Slowly but surely, it will get there. All right. Now I need to mix some red and some blue and make a grey colour, because I don't use black. I make a reddy, bluey, grey colour from that, and it looks, that's what I'm doing at the moment, because I need that as the background when I start making these trees. Sometimes I put a little bit of, and basically what we're trying to, with the blue and the red is a colour that makes that grey colour which you see way in the distance, and that's basically what you want to see. Now I need to, and I'm going to put into that, in a part of it, a little bit of yellow, and there's a reason for that, because I want to lighten it out for the distant trees. A bit of yellow, a little bit of white, and I leave it. There we go. Now if I had a cameraman, I could show you all these beautiful colours that I'm doing, and they all look really good, but you'll see in a minute. So let me pick up a piece what I've mixed, and you will see very dark colour here, yellow, and then this sort of a creamy colour, which we'll use to it done. Okay, now we're off. We got our brush here, and we take some of this dark colour here, and we're going to take some of the grey colour, and I've got it loaded on two sides. Dark one side and this lighty colour on the other. This is the distant trees, and what I'm going to do is, here they are here, they're way in the distance, and as we come closer, of course they get bigger and bigger until we get to there, and then they're darker, of course. And we can put some of this shadow in the water, like that, from there, and just get it clean, run on and pull it down, gently across. That gives that effect. Same here for the water here. Pull it down and just touch it. And there's our ripple in the water. I need to just, it's a feather, just 2 fingers and touch it. They're too far back for the feather. So now, let's have a look what we're going to do with the with that. We're going to get a bit of There we go. A touch of I don't use green in basically any of my paintings. Sometimes I will use, when I'm saying a touch, I mean just a touch when I'm a touch, and I mean a spot, and I'll mix that into that color just to give it a tint like that, just a tint of it. And then I pick up some of my dark, and basically what we want to do is we get a little bit of you can hardly notice that color, but it is there, it will pick your eye. And what we're doing is very simply that we just want to get a little bit of that light in there. I need to clean my brush, get some, and by the way, I don't clean my brush with water, I just clean it like this. Just clean it because this brush is saturated with this color, and all I have to do is pick up a piece of amber or a bit of this green, a bit of yellow, something like that, and there you go. Just to, it's one of the nicest strokes you'll actually use is in painting is this one, and I need to get a little bit of yellow there, and just make sure that this part here is dark. There we go. Now I think we can start on this side over here and put the trees way in the background. So we clean the brush again, but I'm going to pick up, I need that grey blue thing, and some of this to send these colors way in the distance, and they are way in the distance, and we'll not too dark. But again, we're sending it away in there, and that should do. There we go. And there's it. Yeah, we can play with that in a minute. We got some green on there, so that's good. There we are. Now, see, it's amazing. You can just play with these colors, but we need to get some lighter color in here and make it come down to the water's edge. Let the brush do the work. There we go. There we are. Good. This. A little bit of this. I'll bring it a bit closer. Gives it that sort of effect. There we go. paddock behind there, which makes it even better. Leave some of this in there. I don't want it too candy. Okay. Hallelujah. What do you think? I don't know. That's now. Still need some of this dark. Oh well, just putting in a bank, play with that bank. We'll do a bit more in a moment with it, because basically underneath it we should have a little bit of dark there, just a little bit. I hope you can see this. But basically it's just to make the bank stand out that little bit more there and here and there. There we go. So it's beginning to take some sort of a shape. I think now we'll time to put in a couple of trees, I would presume, and we'll put some branches and leaves and things on this, and we'll go from there. So now, with my, I suppose, my magic brush, as I call it. It's not a magic brush, isn't it, really? Particularly like this one, they're round. But what I do is I soak it again. Actually, I may use the same brush. Stop that. Use the same brush, clean it. Basically, I'm loading this brush with dark on one side and then a sort of a white and some yellow on the other side. And I think we put in a couple of trees, yeah, just to make it this side of the lake. So the light is coming from there, so we'll put the white on the inside, and we just touch it and then squeeze it as it comes down. There we go. And squeeze it on as you come down. There we go, that's one. I think we'll have two trees. So again, we just light one side, dark on the other. But I think we'll bring them into the same area. So let's again do it from here. There we go. a few little touches on there. We'll do that in a minute. It'll be fine. Okay. From the bottom of this, I suppose we need some really dark down here, where the actual, need a bit more. There we go. Let the trunk in. Finish that off in a minute. There we go. So now, excuse me, with my little brush, 2 fingers, and again, same magic trick. We can use yellow, we can use white, we can use whatever color, but what we do is dark one side, light on the other. Very simply, we're gonna, there we go, dark one side, and light on the other. And you know, you get that funny looks on gum trees sometimes. And that one's supposed to be going over there. Dark one side, light on the other, and I suppose we need something coming up there, and always cross the branches. Hope you can understand all of this. Very simple, light one side, dark on the other, and let's get this going up here, and that rugged sort of thing that you have. Twist the brush as you do it, and it should work. Very simply. You don't have to fiddle around with it too much. Dark one side, light on the other, and I suppose we need a branch coming out of there, and that should look okay. Need to, and we'll deal with that in a minute, and there we go. And I suppose that should do. But there we are. That's I'm going to sort all that out in a minute. So back to our larger brush. We need a larger brush for this. Sometimes that's a 1-inch brush, but that's fine. I could use that one or that one, and I prefer to use this one because it's got that curve on it. So again, a touch of water, soak the brush in white, and then what we need to do, I need to mix a little bit more because I may not have enough to get it done. There we go. And in the middle of that, I'm going to put a touch. When I say a touch, I mean a touch of green in there, and put in, I wish you could see that. What I'm doing is I've put a touch of green with and added some of the yellow family to it to lighten it, and it should do. Let's have a look. All right, already we've got our dark on one side, and I'll just a touch on the other. So let's start up here. In other words, it's out of the picture. And sometimes you get this sort of little hanging down things on gum trees and what have you. So I'm going to lighten that up a bit with a bit of yellow, I think, along here like that. But we need the tree to be bunched up, and there we go. Yeah, so not too bad. Let's get out here and ooh, don't like that candy colour. That's okay. That's it. Now I've got to bring that closer, and the way to do that is to just put some of this in there, and it makes it look as though it's closer to you. It's like a mustardy colour. Still keep your dark in there, and put a little bit out there, a little bit in there, in that tree there, and maybe just a touch there. Gives it an illusion. So there we go. I think we need it to be a little bit lighter at the top. Maybe there, maybe just a bit there, and there we go. Well, that does not look too bad. We'll just take some of that dark, and that's red and blue, and to the bottom of this tree, I think. And it's going to be a bit darker because you know the way the bark on the tree is. So we're just touching up here, not doing anything serious. Just like you would normally see on a tree and a bark, and there we go. And that's about it. Just fill in this space here, this space here, let the tree trunk out of it. There we go. And that'll do. That'll do there, and there, there. Yeah. Just turn that up. Yeah. Back to this again. Clean the brush and all the kit. And what we do is back to dark one side and light on the other, whichever way you want it. And what we're going to do is just make, suppose something going in here and up there, and suppose. Just can't have them hanging out there in the middle of nowhere, can you? So, gentle line on that one, and that one, that one, and just join them up. Okay. go. All that's left now is again a little bit of dark and a little bit of light over here, and it's just a touch. And when I say a touch, I mean 2 fingers will give you the idea that there is a tree trunk in there or something a bit. Just gives you the impression there is something, and all I'm doing is touching the canvas. Nothing extraordinary, just a little bit. Let's try to have them going different ways. And of course, we'll continue the reflections. All right, now, all we have to do now is finish this corner of the painting with, why don't we use what we have, and a bit of this, and a bit of that, a bit of yellow, and a bit of blue, and finish it off like this. Wow, I got some nice flowers in there. There we go. Keep this corner of the painting dark. And now, clean the brush, get the small one, and a little bit of yellow, red, and there we go. Why not add some flowers? And why not get a fan brush in there to sort it all out for us? There you go. Just some nice. And over there, we need something in there. There we go. Make it follow it down. Just. These are the finishing touches, what you use your imagination, and you can change them to a yellow. And see? And just follow the contours of the land. And it'll touching and playing with it, and love doing this. Brings out all the, just the famous little touches that make it like that round the bottom of a tree. And I think we're about there. There we go. Just add a little bit of character in there or something. And there we go. All we have to do now is take the hawk and paint him in there. So what do? Take a little bit of, take the white. Yeah, we'll take the yellow. You can do him whatever, but we also, it's the same trick, light on one side, dark on the other. And very simply, we'll put the hawk, well, let's put him over here. There you go. One hawk. With a little bit of too much wing. But anyway, there we are. All it needs for me to do is to sign it. There we go. And it's finished. Well, I think it is. You always say that, don't you? That it's finished when it's not. Okay. Now we'll take off this just to show you the finished product. And there we go. Take all of that off there. And that off there. And bring it down and get that off there. There we go. Ooh, we don't want that at this stage. Oh. There we go. You go back in there. There we are. And we finish it up, and finish it up there, and there you go. So, there's your hawk, and thanks for joining me. Take care, bye bye.